I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm so sorry. Those were the words that defined Izuku Midoriya's childhood. He didn't want pity, he wanted hope. He wanted someone to tell him that even without power, he could be a hero. And he certainly proved it. But Deku's path isn't the typical hero's journey. It's a path of pain, of broken bones, and near psychiatric obsession with saving others, even at the cost of his own life. Is Izuku Midoriya the greatest hero in history? Or is he a broken boy with a self-destructive savior complex? Today in the Mind Of we're gonna analyze him. Welcome, today we enter the world of My Hero Academia, and we have to start with the boy who started it all. A lot of people criticize Deku, they say he cries so much, they say he's too soft, but I think they're missing the bigger picture. In a world where being a hero is a profession, a race for fame and money, Deku is an anomaly. He's the only one who represents pure heroism, classical heroism, but that purity has a dark side, a lack of self-love that almost kills him. Let's analyze what makes Deku so special. To understand Deku, we have to go back to the exact moment that he became a hero in the first place. And it wasn't when he ate All Might's hair, no, it was here. Look at this scene. You have professional heroes, adults with licenses and powers standing still while the child suffocates. I don't have the right quirk, they say. Let's wait for someone else. For them, saving lives is a job based on logic, and then a boy with no power, a useless, quirkless kid, runs towards danger. He didn't have a plan, he didn't have a weapon. He was terrified by his legs moved before he thought of them. This is Deku's central thesis. Heroism is not a power, it is an instinct. The instinct of not being able to bear seeing another person suffer. While everyone else thought he acted, and that's the difference between a pro hero and a true hero. But here's where Deku's psychology becomes worrying. His willingness to save others comes with a complete lack of self-preservation instinct. Deku values himself at zero. He grew up being a Deku, a useless person, someone whom society and his childhood friend Bakugo was told he was worth nothing. That is why, when he gets his power, he uses it as if his body were disposable. It doesn't matter if my arms explode as long as you're safe, he says. And it sounds noble, but deep down it is tragic. It's a mindset of someone who believes his life is worthless and is worth much less than that of any stranger. This is his greatest weakness, not because he can't control one for all, but because he can't control his pathological need to sacrifice himself. And this mindset reaches its breaking point in the Dark Hero arc. Deku leaves school, he leaves his friends, and he tries to carry the weight of the whole world alone. He becomes a saving machine, not eating, not sleeping, not bathing. He looks like a monster. Ironically, in his attempt to be the perfect hero like All Might, he ends up losing what makes him human: his smile. It took his entire class to remind him of a vital lesson. Even heroes need saving. Heroism is not a solitary act, you cannot save everyone if you destroy yourself in the process. But what truly elevates Deku, even above All Might, and above any other protagonist, is his final goal. Everyone wants to defeat Shigaraki. They want to kill him and just end the threat, but Deku is different. He wants to save him. He saw him in the world of the vestiges. He saw the little boy crying inside the monster. It's madness, right? Wanting to save a mass murderer, but that is the level of Izuku Midoriya's empathy. He believes that no one is born a monster. He believes that if society created Shigaraki by ignoring his pain, then it is a hero's responsibility to heal that pain, not just to eliminate the symptom. And here we arrive, my friends. This is the end, but what is Deku's lesson? The lesson is meddling. There is a phrase that All Might says to Deku that defines the entire series. Meddling when you don't need to is the essence of being a hero. We live in a cynical world. We see problems and say it's none of my business. Someone else will fix that. That we don't have the power to change it, and Deku teaches us that that is a lie. You don't need a quirk, you don't need money, you don't need to be famous, you just need to meddle. Ask, are you okay? Go the extra mile to help someone get up and defend someone when he's being bullied. Those small acts of meddling are what save hearts. Deku teaches us that anyone can be a hero if they have the courage to take the first step. But this is my opinion, and please tell me yours in the comment. I am starting this new My Hero Academia series. I hope you guys like it. If there is anything you think I can make better or your opinion, just leave it in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next video on Deku's biggest nemesis, Tomura Shigaraki.